Sitting in my room, waiting for the afternoon so I can finally tune in with my friends. Talk about good times, music, laughs, and easy vibes. You can share whatever's on your mind. 'Cause we're just misfits, regardless of your distance. You can always find a place called home on Misfits Radio.
Loud. Turn this one up, my boy. 3 o'clock. Yeah. That's radio. It's 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On MisFits Radio. Turn it up, that's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On MisFits Radio. Turn it up, that's my favorite show. From 3 to 5, they going live on MisFits Radio. Every Sunday, yeah, they certified. My favorite show. New guests this week, ain't no surprise what you been praying for. If you trying to take their top spots, you better pray some more. Slick got the camera rolling, lab on the ones and twos. It's a lot, they going in the dirt and someone come for you. This my favorite podcast, you listen, it's your favorite too. Playing all the hits where they in trouble if they play with you. Artists singing music in, come and get an interview. Tune in every Sunday, cause you know that's what I'm about to do. 3 to 5, they going live, black owned and black operated. Indie hits the mainstream, if it's hot, they gonna play it. I ain't even gotta say it, watch it back on Roku. Going live on IG or catch the show on YouTube. Tune in every Sunday and catch up on the latest news. And close your ears and close your eyes, cause that's what all the haters do. It's 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On MisFits Radio. Turn it up, that's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. On MisFits Radio. Turn it up, that's my favorite show. 3 to 5, they 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 3 to 5.
Yes, you are officially in the mix, baby. I am Mix Miss Salon.
I am DJ Lab.
You know, we got Slick 316 in the building.
And I'm
we got
Gay
Lady. Yes, honey. Catching up, baby, because I have not seen you guys in, I know, March at all.
No, it's been a month.
It's been a month.
A little bit over a month.
Yes, child.
You
Been
know how it
moving and grooving. But however,
right.
it's good to be back. Good
That's
to
right.
be seen.
Good
That's
to
right.
be heard.
All of that's good to be heard. All of that. Because guess what? As we can very well tell throughout these last couple of weeks, even the last couple of years, man, people leaving here and they ain't old.
You're right.
They you know, we take the death of old people, we internalize that and we take that a whole different way
Right.
than the deaths of these young folks that's just constantly, and it's been the wildest things, man. I will say this. A lot of the things that we hear at funerals, we need to normalize saying them at birthday celebrations. Because the thing about it is, I see so many people like that is something that really is troublesome to me to want to be the first person to post about somebody leaving here.
Yeah, that's a problem.
People show you so much love after the fact, and that's just crazy to me. Like,
Yeah, I believe in like how
I'm getting
people.
away. I don't even think I want a funeral.
Like my mama, we not having a funeral for her. I think we talked about it before, but she's we cremating her like we did my father, and then I'ma just do a barbecue, and if people come, they come. If they don't, we don't. Cause we did it for my father before his funeral. So my mom was like, she don't want a funeral. She was like, if people didn't come see me, which is the same concept my daddy had. If you didn't come see me when I was alive, don't come see me when I'm dead.
And see, I'm like that, and a lot of people be like, well, you can't be like that. Yes, the fuck I can. Yes, I can. If I didn't communicate with you, and this is the God honest truth. I know it sounds crazy to some people. That's just like with me. If I didn't communicate with you, or we didn't have any kind of personal relationship, why are you showing up at a funeral?
Yeah. Why come
Like,
see me when I'm
why
dead?
is- well,
Like
that's
I
crazy.
can't get no appreciation out of it. Don't be talking over my dead body talking about I was such
Yeah,
a good
and,
person.
and definitely won't have nobody talking.
Y'all have to do like Shannon Doherty did when she passed. She had a list of people who wasn't invited to her funeral.
Oh, I got a list of uninvited people. I have a whole list. My children know where it is. They be laughing like hell. They be like, Mama, you so petty.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
But you make sure these ones don't make it in.
Right.
I'm almost to the fact that I don't think I want a funeral either. Just cremate me
Yeah, I'm
because
definitely getting cremated. That's my wish, is to be cremated.
yeah. So my daddy ashes are in the closet at home, and once
Why
my
y'all got him in the closet?
he's fine.
Your daddy was not that kind of man.
He wasn't.
He need to be out on the mantelpiece.
Because I don't want it. Shit happens, and then somebody knock it over and break. We gonna have some issues.
But even if you just get something to put some of the ashes in, because it'd be enough to kind of like distribute or share. If you get something to put it in, because first of all, her daddy was like a socialite. Like, he wasn't them kind of people where when you met him, you met him like he, you know what I'm saying? He was just had that kind of personality.
Right.
That's why I said that. But yeah, like,
when my mother died, I'm gonna take half of their ashes and then spread them out.
Yeah.
Because they love the water, so anything that had to do with some water, I'm gonna take them. And then when she passed, I'm gonna mingle them, and then I'm gonna get one of them little necklaces that you sprinkle some of the ashes in. So I just want to wait till I can do both of them at the same time.
But you shouldn't wait, because what if your mama outlive you?
Baby, don't say that.
No, it happens all the time.
I know it does, but let's not put that juju out there.
Because the thing about it is, the realness of it is,
let's take that juju back.
No, I'm so serious.
I understand.
Because I see people all the time saying, I'm gonna wait to do this, I'm gonna wait to do that. And waiting don't be it just no.
I don't think my mother's ready for it.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess you would know.
Yeah, even though
because you think about the people, man. I was just looking at a couple on TikTok, I think it was, and the daughter was the one narrating the story. And she was just saying, man, it was so dope. But her dad only lived like 3 months after her mom passed. And to be perfectly honest, everybody, people was on the thing. It was like, oh, that was to be expected. Like, they've been together 40 years.
Oh, yeah.
Together. Like, they've been together for 40 years. So
I think if I didn't have the kids, my mother would have been like that.
And that very well could be true.
Yeah. The kids kept my mom going.
And that very well can be true, because the thing. Another thing is, what if your mom didn't have the relationship that she had with your children, so that people don't even be thinking about certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like people have their whys. Why are you gonna keep going? What will make you want to? Like, you definitely have to have a why.
Yeah. Right now, her why is to see baby graduate college. That's her why.
Slick said she never thought she'd outlive Carlos.
That's what I live in reality. Some people don't really live in reality, and I think that's why I deal with things a certain type of way. And I just don't believe in waiting. That's why I don't really do holidays and all of that shit. Because if I got something for you,
I'm gonna give it to you.
I'm giving you that shit in September. You think I'm finna go and put it somewhere and tell me I'm gonna wait to December to give you this for Christmas? No. I'm not waiting.
If I buy it now, I ain't gonna wait till Christmas.
I might not even see Christmas.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying that the older we get, the more we realize how real it is when it comes to losing people, and and these people ain't had to be sick.
Right.
These people ain't had to be sick.
Because my dad wasn't sick.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Like, when you get that, when you have that realness going on, it make you put you in a different mind frame. Cause I'm just like, I'm telling you, I'm not waiting. I see something I think you like, I'm picking it up.
BMU Chris said you ain't get him his birthday gift.
Oh.
What birthday gift? His birthday gift.
Yeah, his birthday gift. You know hers just passed, right?
I was just finna
What
say,
her
what
birthday
is he even
gift?
talking about?
Right.
Are you doing the show today while we talking?
Man, and let me tell y'all something. We had a really good time in Savannah, right? So what I wanted to do was I really wanted to just go and lay eyes. My main thing was to go and lay eyes on Real, just kind of spend some time with her in her element versus her, you know, because she'll be back up here, in May, I think it is?
Probably end of April.
Yeah,
shit, at this point.
like May, because she have to do the commencement and all that stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
So in May, I think she'll be coming back home or whatever. But we wanted to go down there and see her in her element and just kind of see how things, you know, go for her on a daily basis and stuff. And that child, she funny. Like, she was like, yeah.
She engrossed in the college life.
She is.
That's good.
That's
That's a good thing.
She is. And the baby, the baby went with us because she was just like, Monkey, y'all please bring the baby with y'all. You know, we gonna so I can get a chance to see him. She was mesmerized because you know when she left, Zamir she could hold him like a little baby and he was busting loose and giggle. She was like, wait.
Let me tell you, that thing is heavy as hell.
Yes, and he big.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, he all of 50 pounds.
Thank you so much, KK, which I got to put up our pictures. I'm behind on content and everything, y'all, because I have celebrated, okay? I've had a very good time, and I've received some very thoughtful gifts.
That's good.
I'm talking about, like, thoughtful. Because, you know, like, I don't know. I'm just big on birthdays. Just say that.
I am too.
I love to see the circle of life. I love all of that type of stuff. So birthdays be a pretty big deal for me. And I actually got the Hulking bag. I don't know if y'all seen it on the internet. It's a Hulking bag.
Nope.
So it's kind of like you can get it in small, medium, and large. But
it's gonna suitcase?
It's like a suitcase. So mine is gonna be my new bartending bag.
Oh, I got one of them over there.
Yeah, so instead of it's like you could use it as a refrigerator and all kind of stuff. Like it's insulated.
Yes,
it's called a Hulking. Okay, you're gonna have to show me that.
Yeah, and it's pink.
Okay, thank you.
Got a lot of pockets and stuff and zippers and openings, right?
Yes, it's really nice. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be my new bartending bag.
I got the DJ version.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can put your laptop and stuff in there, all your other stuff, but it's got like 3 zippers, and you can carry it or put it on your back. Strap.
So this one has wheels.
Okay, yeah. I didn't get the wheel one. That was a little bit more expensive, the wheel one.
Yeah, it's wheels. So the top of it comes off, so you have to zip it back. You know, zip the top up, and you just carry like it's. I'm telling you,
definitely
what's going on, King Yoshi? Appreciate you tuning in.
Okay.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
So it's been going up, man. And then I also got some outfits. Yeah, my kids did that thing. Got some outfits. I got some.
Oh, that was the other thing I did. I couldn't remember.
What?
I was telling Rika what I did for my birthday, and I was like, I was missing something. It was the comedy show. Keontae bought me tickets to the comedy show.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who was here?
We went to go see Martin Lawrence.
Here?
It was Martin Lawrence, Chico, Benji, and
who did the best?
Benji and Chico.
Oh, really? So I don't be knowing about much of nothing unless it come across my radar or whatever. Yeah, we was trying to do a trail ride, go to the rodeo that was here, and then when I go to buy the tickets, it says that it's no longer where I thought it was.
It was supposed to be off of Butner Road in Camp Creek.
Off Butner, and they told me it grew so large, they taking it to Motor Speedway. Well, bye, and I see y'all when y'all get the fuck back on Camp Creek.
Why y'all don't want to go to Motor Speedway?
That's first one.
I mean, it's too far.
And then they changed it, so
I can't even have a drink.
It's a big venue over there, though.
No, so this is my thing.
It may be.
It is.
I can't even take a junkie drink.
I think people get too greedy sometimes, and they lose sight of what they're doing. So they said they had sold over 20,000 tickets, so they had outgrew the location it was at. Why would y'all still studying? Because they'll sell out, and then they will add more tickets. They'll sell out, and then they will put them back on sale. Stop at some point. Like, just stop. So now you were supposed to be able to have like a cabana type thing, and they were supposed to have people bring in their ATVs and the horses and all that stuff. So now you can't take your ATVs. You can't have tents in there. They want to charge you $25 to bring in a chair. You can't take a cooler anymore. So when you was at the first place, you was able to bring in a cooler. Now you can't bring in a cooler. And then they're saying they're making it to like a concert. So
yeah, versus it being what we wanted it to be from the beginning. I was just like, nah, I'm good. So
it was a black rodeo.
No, so it was supposed to have been a trail ride.
It was a trail ride.
What's that?
So the trail ride is where they get on the ATVs and they get on different, even big trucks. All of that, it's literally a trail ride. Like you get in, like people standing around, you're in line. Like the one that I went to, I only been to one in my lifetime, and it's been a long time ago. But it was on Butner Road. Remember when the black man had the horses and stuff?
Oh, so yeah,
and it's been so. It was like almost similar to a parade, like Freaknik, like people in line doing whatever they do. You walking around like it's a whole sociable.
And then like they do have the music, and then people doing the line dancing,
yes,
and all that stuff. And then like you had like the food vendors, and of course you take your own drinks or whatever, or you buy the drinks.
Yeah, and you literally like rolling your cooler. You know, you walking around, you cooling it. It's a nice little vibe. But then when I seen they was doing all of that, I was like, first of all, no.
And then they lying to the people talking about they gonna have
it.
a carnival. No, y'all having a Ferris wheel. A Ferris wheel does not constitute as a carnival. I'm gonna just need y'all to get it together. So.
As grown as we are, why do we even need a Ferris wheel? And then, when I tell you,
because it's adults only, so you can't bring in
kids. That's what I'm saying.
So it's adults
we don't even
only.
need no damn Ferris wheel. What are you talking about?
Who the fuck?
Our anxiety having asses don't even want to be up there.
Some people might want to be on the Ferris wheel.
Y'all take their ass downtown.
Y'all don't know. They might want to
go downtown
for Ferris wheel at the rodeo.
Folks' insurance don't even cover that shit.
No,
they get up there and get fucked up. They can't even recover right.
Yeah, I'm not.
Y'all hating on the Ferris wheel.
It was just the point of like I'm thinking we finna do this. It's gonna be a little bit more intimate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a nice little situation or whatever.
And now that you don't tell
Chris
me,
get y'all grown asses on the Ferris wheel.
No,
Chris, I finally got my honking bag. Let me tell you something.
So Chris knew about this honking bag.
No, let me tell you. So I asked Chris for this honking bag.
Okay.
A year ago, maybe even longer than that.
Ooh, put you on blast, Chris.
So check this out. He know.
Shots fired.
And so I was like, you really should get me this honking bag. Like, it's nice.
Okay.
He was like, okay.
And yet, crickets. But she got it now, Chris, so she don't need you. Don't worry about it.
Somebody else took care of that. Somebody else took care of that request.
Yeah. You up out of there, Chris.
But Javier,
whoops.
I was really looking forward
to the trail ride. And then when they said it was over 20,000 people, my whole anxiety, because y'all know I got social anxiety in itself. So I'm like, wake the fuck on. 20,000 people and y'all still selling tickets? I can't do it. My life is not going to even allow me to be in that traffic, to turn in that parking lot, to get out the car.
My point exactly.
Yeah, no.
So what y'all going to do when 4 day come?
That's Friday. They doing it at Piedmont Park this year. It's from 12 to 9.
Are they? Mm-hmm. I know I seen a lot of stuff. Yeah, let me tell y'all, the folks is crazy too. Somebody hit me up yesterday to my son, why y'all don't hire such and such? Because he getting on the internet saying ain't nobody hire him for 4 days.
I told Slick about that.
I was like, why don't such and such throw his own fucking party? Like, am I missing something? Yeah. Hell, I need to hire him for.
I heard the commercial, and we was listening to the people talk about it on 103
on
Greg Street Show, and I kept saying, I don't care nothing about none of that. I need such and such to get on the show. Y'all is bullshit. If such and such don't get on the show, we is not coming.
When I tell you, I was so thrown home.
Yeah, so they having a big thing at WestSide MisFits.
Hey, who got the wrong number posted on here?
Oh, yeah, Hey, Slick, you got 679, baby. It's 678-740-9894.
Oh, look.
Say you got to charge it to. Hey, she is in pain. She's still trying to work.
Hey, man, y'all let them. Hey, listen.
What's
Have
up?
4 day at the studio, man, and invite the DJ, man, who want to.
Man, somebody called me yesterday, and I was like, what? I was like, why don't they have their own dang on phone for them? Am I missing something?
Yeah, so this year is at Piedmont
The
Park.
hell?
They having a big thing at Piedmont Park from 12 to 9, I think.
Mm.
They having
You going, Chris?
No. They made me mad when they changed the venue. Hey, listen, last year they had the venue on Bankhead at the bank. I made me a pretty good little penny over there parking them cars for them folks, man. You know what I'm saying? They made me mad. They're going to change the venue, man. Damn them folks. Who over it?
You know what, though? But they always do that. But I love the venue for the bank. I actually love the way that they have that handled and how they actually do stuff. I don't understand why they don't do more over there.
The bank just been, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
People don't
Will
be
over
wanting to pay for that parking. If you got a whole parking lot, why am I paying to park in your parking lot? That's a whole nother issue for me.
Oh, going out in Atlanta.
Yes.
Hey, Chris, Chris,
Yeah.
you seen I got that hulking bag.
John, talking about you thought you got a hug bag gonna put me on blast like that. I forgot that was in my other phone. I ain't seen my other phone. I'm trying to see what's going on.
Oh, okay. I just had to make sure you knew.
Hey, listen, you did everything for your you did everything for your birthday, but you didn't go visit your brother over there in Riverdale. That's a shame.
No, he came to me. They took me to Roof Chris yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I got an excuse for everything, Chris.
I know, but hey, like everybody got an excuse. They like got an asshole. They got an excuse.
Exactly.
Bye. See y'all at 7:30, man.
All right, now, see ya. But yeah, man. Oh man. So the other night when we seen that, so let me just say this: when it come down to the internet is undefeated. Okay.
Every time.
Undefeated. When I tell y'all how they done brought Young LA back to life with this Ain't I?
Really?
I really pray hard that he don't mess this up.
Too late.
What?
You know the song Ain't I? And it done went viral on TikTok again. Okay. And everybody doing the whole, you know what I'm saying? Everybody dancing to it. Got him getting booked for shows and stuff like that.
Why I didn't know that was his song? I'm like today old knowing this is his song. I thought it was T.I. and Young Dro.
It is, but they just on the remix.
Somebody said it was Jay Money's.
No, don't I be with Jay Money serving everybody? Even Jay Money, he get his followers back. Like, man, I love to see the internet do their thing, man, where they actually make people feel relevant again. You know, it's so crazy because you put all of this work into your music, your art. You do everything you feel like you can do, and you get it, and you take off. And I don't know if they don't be ready to accept that blessing. I don't know what it is that happens that make it where they go against the grain sometimes. And sometimes going against the grain is what keep them, keep them at bay.
Right.
So why did it make a circle back around? Because I didn't know. I ain't never stopped listening to it. So is it become Young Dro been out interviewing?
No,
so how did it hit?
That's what TikTok and the internet do. It ain't no why. People heard the song and liked it.
Oh.
So
I'm like today old knowing that
it
ain't
ain't really no why. That's why I'm saying when you have people rooting for you, a lot of times it could be your kids, man. It could be your kids that's that's opening up gates for you. And when you don't do right by them, that shit closed. You understand what I'm saying? You just don't never know who praying for you. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's another reason why you try to do right by people, and you try to show other people grace, the same grace you might need one day. You might not need it today, but you might need it one day.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I said all that to say I really pray that he do the right thing with people getting behind him because let me tell you something. One thing about the young fella, he is very talented.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lyricist.
Yeah, I'm
And
like
see,
today old, like
And
I'm
that's
for real.
what,
I'm
and
like,
Drone them like that too. And
Mhm.
even T.I., they're lyricists. So when you hear them rap, people paying attention.
I'm like today old, like
Yeah.
for real. I did not know this was this boy's song.
Man, and then only for then to just follow up behind that with Young Scooter. See, these boys got young in their name, and they damn near our age.
Right.
They used to be young,
Right.
They ain't young no more.
but the thing about it is, you can't really remove certain shit because it'll take away from the people kind of knowing who you are.
Right.
Like you got to do it gradually.
Right.
And then you
Slowly.
already,
You know.
and then you already got LA, so you have to keep the young LA so they could just know the difference. Because a lot of time when people say LA, they talking about LA Reid. So just to keep it on you and not somebody else.
Mm.
So yeah, I look forward to seeing what y'all doing for 4 Day.
What's when?
Friday.
I don't even know when it is.
Friday. I keep saying it.
Why we got? Is it a holiday or something?
April 4th, 4
4
Days
Day.
Atlanta Day.
It's a Lamb Day.
I ain't from Atlanta. I'm not doing shit.
Why do you do these shots?
Came to Atlanta.
And you've
I
been
know.
in Atlanta for over 30-some
When I came to
years.
Atlanta, they had a 770 area code, not a 404.
It's
area
404
code.
was the first area code, so I know you lying.
I'm just saying, when I came, they gave me a 770 area code. So I don't know what y'all talking about.
What you got
404.
now?
Now I got 404.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
just what I thought.
Cause Slick picked it for me.
That'll work.
She picked that number for me. She all her numbers to be 404 if she can. Don't ask me why.
Well,
Cause
That's another thing.
Right.
That's just
She
what
from
we do.
404.
That's just what we do.
Hell, did y'all know we had a new area code?
Yeah, somebody else
It
told me that recently.
470. Like somebody gave me
Yeah.
that area code. I'm like, where you from? They was like from Atlanta. No, you
Yeah,
ain't.
470. Yeah.
I was like, they was like, this a new area code. When this shit we get this?
404-770-678 and 470.
I was like, we got
Now,
way too many
470
people.
is for the South. It's typically the 470 numbers. They from like Southern Georgia.
Yeah.
I was like, we.
going to Florida.
Right.
That area.
That's the 470 usually. Now they got it. Well, now you know if it populate, you can just take the number. Don't matter what it is.
I
And
was like,
some
we
people
got
like
too many
that out of
people.
town type feel, like you know what I'm saying. So people can ask them, "Where you from?"
People, we got way too many people in this motherfucker.
We got so many people. Google want to take their numbers back. They like, if you ain't using your number, we gonna take your numbers back.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Google will take the number back.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, like I don't lost 3 numbers.
Yeah, if you don't use, they'll
What
take
you
your
was
number.
using it for?
Other niggas.
Oh,
There you go.
look, never mind. Sorry about that.
I don't know if she got a nigga now, but that was way back in the day, way back in the day.
Right. But yeah, man, to see Young Scooter leave her like that on his birthday.
Oh, it was his birthday?
Mm-hmm.
On his birthday.
It was on his birthday.
On his birthday.
Took off
And they
running.
saying that, but I just wonder. I know I want the backstory,
Mm.
but is that because they just saying like he yeah,
They said he jumped the fence.
he
and
jumped the fence and got cleared the first time. Then when he jumped that second one is when they think he might have tore a main artery or something. But the thing about it is at 40,
Why are you jumping fences? Just sit your
yeah,
ass down.
just
Man, I
watch
can't
your
even walk
head,
up the
sir.
stairs. I can't even walk up the stairs good. Let
Talking
alone
about
jump.
you jumping the damn fence. That's why I was like, was he high?
Yeah,
Because
so-
I wouldn't even thought about that. Wouldn't never crossed my mind to jump a
Ever.
goddamn fence.
Ever.
I ain't jumped the fence
Cool.
since I was in my 20s.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like that one. So I don't know. I just really, prayers up for the family, man.
I don't think I
Bruh.
ever jumped the fence.
Yeah, like that. Well, I have. I've jumped the fence.
I done jumped a couple of them.
I ain't never jumped no fence. I ain't finna
Yeah,
jump no
man. But
damn
that's just a
fence.
lot.
Not
your
running from
birthday,
nobody, not
but-
playing, yeah.
But what I like though, did y'all see the comedian Juan?
No.
Mm-mm.
He a local comedian, and he just put it out. He just said, "Man, y'all pray for Atlanta.
Mm.
Pray like it's a whole lot going on everywhere. But if you're here, if
Mhm.
you're in the midst
It's a lot.
of all of this, pray, man. Let's get together and pray, man. That's one thing we won't really come together to do."
Right.
And he said a prayer, and I was like, man, I love that for him.
Mm.
I love that for them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
For the guys, especially now, they realizing what's gonna help carry us through.
Right.
They're realizing what's you got to, even if you in the game entertainment or whatever, you still got to be mature about certain situations. All of that stuff. And then just like the other rapper guy that was over there in Glen Hollow. One of my friend daughters work over there in Glen Hollow. What's his Lotto Savage? He usually be over there by my house.
Oh, really?
I don't know nothing about him.
So I'm like, yeah, he was the craziest part about it is he was actually the hype man for 21 Savage when he first came out. And that's how you know when you're around leaders. He never had an interest in rapping until 21 Savage was like, man, we need to get on a song together. He looking crazy as hell because he like, I don't rap, sir. I'm falling behind you. I'm your hype man.
Right.
And 21 Savage was just like, nah, bruh. You could be my hype man, but I want you need to get out here too. And encourage them to start writing and rapping.
And what happened to him?
He was at somebody's house out there in Glen Hollow in Decatur. And they said somebody just got arrested recently for him. I don't know if it was a drive-by, if it was targeted or what it was, but he was in Decatur. Sad, awful situation. That's why a lot of these people are just like, man, these are our ATL homeboys. Like, these folks, you might just see anywhere, and they always show love. You know what I'm saying? Like, they genuine people. Like, what in the world?
Right.
But yeah. So Lotto Savage, his funeral, I think, was yesterday. And prayers up to Peaches, man. Peaches done lost both of her brothers in the past month.
She lost two of her brothers and somebody else. Then
she lost Tick, but Tick was just from their neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Tick, man. But yeah, man. So prayers up for Big Peaches, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, God Almighty.
What's going on?
That's what I'm saying. That's why you got to give, man.
They
You got
had
to
a
give
huge
praise. And
funeral
you got
for
to
him.
understand, because he was just that guy.
I mean,
He was that guy, man. When I stayed out Cleveland Avenue, so Javarius used to fix on cars for him. So that's how I originally met him. Didn't even know that was Peach's brother until like years later.
Right.
It was years. My children was little, but that's who Javarius fix cars for him. And if we needed a tire, patch, anything like that, we'll always go by that because they've been there for a minute. That's what I was telling my brother. I was like, you know how long it's been since I lived out Cleveland Avenue.
Right.
That's how long it's been. We all used to party at 617 together at a club that was on Jonesboro Road. So that's how we originally met the people from Jonesboro South and the people who own Liqueur and all of them. That's how we met them from clubbing together.
I didn't know her, but I knew of them. And then come to find out, it was a dude that was trying to holler at me that was from that whole same little world. And I was like, I can't holler at you, bro.
Why?
Because he's still in that world.
What world is that?
We're going to talk about it off the air.
Yeah, because they I don't know, regular
The
devils.
world of make-believe.
Let me tell you what's so crazy,
The
man.
world of make-believe.
Let me tell you what's so crazy. I'm sitting up there. And people have to be careful doing this type of stuff. So I'm on TikTok. I see this girl. She really was annoying, and she always have a beautiful spirit on TikTok. She at the gym trying to work out, lose weight, and a girl records her and says, "This got to be her first day," and posts it on close friends on Instagram.
Okay.
But if you got 100 people in your close friends, somebody bound to know this girl. She's viral on TikTok for other stuff. So the girl was just like, what? She was like, Pete, she said humans have really gotten to where they're almost not even human no more. Like, why would you record me at the gym? You see I'm fat. You see I'm trying to lose weight.
Right.
But you want to take our time to
pay attention
to me. What were you doing?
Everybody trying to go viral. Everybody trying to.
But she didn't even post. You saying she posted?
Well, she posted on her close friends. 2 or 3 people hit her up and was like, "Do you know this girl?" She was like, "No, that girl was just at the gym though. I just remember seeing her." She said when she saw her, the girl was, she was just like, "So her." You know what I'm saying? Type thing. So she remember how the girl looked, and she was like, no, I don't know her like that, but she was at the gym a few minutes ago. And she said her cousin was like, yeah, that makes sense, because she just posted you on her close friends. Baby, she done went to the girl Instagram, followed her, and sent her a message. Man, why would you be fucking with somebody in the gym trying to lose weight? Like, why would you? Why?
Right.
But you're right. People be trying to go viral out stuff that don't even make sense. Because my thing is, even though these are your close friends, somebody could have easily screen recorded what you put in the group.
Right. And then my thing
and went viral from there.
If
but
you feel like I'm struggling at the gym, come over there and ask me, do you need some help, or do you know how to use this equipment, or something like that? Like, that's don't assume.
That's what I'm saying. People not even showing human qualities no more.
Because when I first started going to the gym, let me tell you what, me in that gym, we was looking crazy as fuck.
That's what she said. She was like, man, I'm all on TikTok trying to find shit to do, learn how to work the machines. And this bobblehead asshole coming up here recording me.
Yeah.
I was like, people is just strange.
Yeah, I used to have to go ask the people, and they been standing there looking at you. I'm like, can you come help me? If you think I'm doing this wrong, instead of standing there looking at me, can you walk your ass over here and help me?
When Aloria used to work at the gym, when I tell you that was she used to love that job. But she can see you struggling. She could be on FaceTime with me. She'd be like, oh, I'm missing man over here struggling. I'm going to call you right back. I'm finna go over here and help him and show him da-da-da. Like,
she got that personality.
Yeah, like, you need them kind of people.
Right.
Not the ones that's going to be sitting back ridiculing.
Yeah, but everybody does that nowadays.
That is crazy.
People are just weirdos now. Right?
I don't
Real
like
deal.
that. I honestly don't like that for them.
Yeah, they weirdos. A lot of people
like
are weirdos.
That when I tell you, that is like the craziest thing ever to me. And that's just like, my homegirl was telling me the other day, people done got to where they just want to say anything out their mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
She said she was at Wingstop. She at Wingstop chilling, like ready to order. And a girl, she see the girls in there, but she don't know them dang on people.
Right.
So she just sitting there and said the girl was like, well, let auntie go on and go, cause honey, she looking like she impatient. She said she was just like, first of all, who's auntie? Second of all, how do you look impatient?
When you stand
here. Third of
here,
all, y'all ordering. What
you want me to do? So
yeah.
People are weird. It's some weird
people.
They think
people really be tripping,
and they think they can just say anything out your mouth, especially in the state of Georgia. But y'all got to realize something. Why you a weirdo? It's some people who are weirder, and it's some people who are crazier and unstable.
They're unstable and they're crazy. And I tell people all the time, especially at work, they'll just say the craziest stuff. And I know
they don't know their audience. I don't know.
And I used to work with these girls. They used to always pick on this guy. And he was a young guy. He was real quiet. And he could have been a little thrown off. I don't know. So they picked on him so much. I walked up to him one day and said, look, if you ever feel the need to come up in here very unstable, please catch me in the parking lot. Because, baby, I didn't do it to you.
Oh, no. A girl on Threads said she stopped at a gas station right there by her house yesterday. Check this out. Yesterday or the day before, I can't remember when she posted it, but however, it was a little part of the thing on my screen when I was scrolling. So I tapped it, and she was like, man, a YN, she said she jumped, she was getting out the car, a YN walked past her and was like, man, you look real wholesome. Yeah, get out of here, not here. Just gonna leave. She said she turned around so goddamn fast and ran back to that car. And was like, pew, she said, oh no.
Right.
And then by the time she get home, she go to another gas station, go wherever she going. She get home to a note on the door about a shooting right there by the apartment. She said, so that YN wasn't playing.
Right.
He was dead serious.
He like, I don't go home.
She said, but the conviction that he had in his voice when he said it to her,
She knew
She was like,
she knew not to ask
okay.
what.
She said she ain't asked nothing. She took off running.
Because the average person would have been like, "Why I gotta go?" Da 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 da. Nah, these YNs these days.
No, ma'am.
They is on something different.
They should are. And she said he told her plain and simple. He was like, not right now, not right here. Just go somewhere else.
Bet. Bet.
Yeah, I had somebody, they was like, they said, if I saw you at the gas station, would I be able to holler at you? Not if I'm standing at my car. They was like, why? I said, because apparently you're not from here. It's a lot of stuff that go down at the gas station, at them pumps and inside the gas station.
That's why you pump your gas with your gun out.
I do if it's at a certain time of day. But majority of the time I put the handle in the car and I get back in the car and lock my door. Only time I'm outside to put it in and take it out.
You know what? And this has nothing to do with any violence or anything. A lady did that at a gas station one time. She put the handle in there, pumped the thing.
And pulled off.
And no. Went in the store, was shopping everything. The gas just running out. Because the handle never popped. So it was just running out. So by the time she got done doing what she was doing, I think her gas was up to like $300. And they was like,
damn.
And she was like, why I ain't got to pay? It didn't pop. They was like, so?
I would have disputed with my bank.
I'm never going to walk away from the pump and let it pump while I'm in the store shopping. I mean, gas was everywhere. This thing just kept pumping.
I used to always do it until I seen something on social media about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Somebody, when they walked in the store, the car on the other side took the pump out.
Right.
And pumped their gas. And I was like, oh.
I posted that.
I was like, oh shit, let me stop doing that. But a lot of times they can't get the gas I get because I'm either getting 85 or 88. So, most cars don't run off of that.
85?
E85.
Where they go to?
They go in the truck. And E88.
Is it diesel?
It's ethanol.
It's 85. I don't know.
You must go to a special place to get that.
Racetrack?
They have an ethanol thing. It's ethanol.
Oh.
So
I ain't
it's
never seen
85
it.
and 88. So the car takes 88, the truck takes 85.
So they say they gonna pull out their phones and record everything nowadays.
It won't help nobody. Like, they ain't gonna help you, but they gonna record it. You could be out there dying. Somebody could be literally assaulting you.
But the problem is, you don't know who. If you try to help somebody, I don't need no damn help.
You ain't gotta help. You gotta come help.
So you
Just
got
call
it's like a
911.
catch-22. Like, you know what I'm
These
saying?
people don't even call 911
I can
though.
see what you mean because people don't be wanting you in their business.
Right.
But just call 911.
But then you call 911.
Hey, they is tracing your damn phone.
Right.
You like, well, baby, I called because I see somebody in distress.
Right.
Can you unlink me?
Right. Then
Unlink me.
Yeah.
So nowadays, you got
people are. Let me tell you something. People are so weird. Just recently, MisFits Radio got summons to come affidavit to come to court because somebody claimed that we are their employer, and they filed that we are their employer, and the creditor that they owe was garnishing their pay and ordered us to garnish their pay. Weird. Like,
Yeah.
I guess they just found our name because we got name in the phone book and everything like that. We really try to be legitimate. We are legitimate. So I guess they just went, hey, this look like a place, and used our name. So I had to go to court.
Really?
And file the affidavit and everything last week.
You was not
Say we don't even have employees. We've never had employees. This guy doesn't work for us.
Yeah, people do strange things like
it's weird. There's
really
weird
do.
things going on out here.
It's totally different.
That is very weird. But even that, just think in like you talking about strange things, just dating, working, all of it. It's a whole new level. And then y'all got Agent Orange just making shit worse.
Man.
He said he gonna run for a third time, and he is not kidding. Y'all better get ready.
But you can't do that.
He says ways you can do it.
The fact that people did not know this is astonishing to me.
Did not know what?
That he could not run the third time
Yeah,
because
he
they
can't
was
do
like
that.
he didn't run he wasn't in office 2 consecutive times, so it doesn't count. I was like, yes, it does. So the fact that people thought you had to run 2 consecutive times and then once that time was up, then you couldn't run no more. So that's the thing. They're saying he didn't run. He wasn't in office 2 consecutive terms. So that's why they're trying to get him the 3rd term so he could be in the office. The fact that grown people did not know this is very astonishing to me.
I mean, it's black folks saying he can erase history. They don't care nothing. We don't need nothing about that old stuff. We need to move forward. Basically.
They're gonna be right there
because he in the museums right now. He in the museums right now. He trying to get the museums to get fact-based history.
Yeah, they already started the African American Museum. They already started in there.
Well, they closed. Yeah, they closing that down.
What?
Oh yeah. He ain't playing about that. He wanted to be.
Looking for this particular.
And for whatever reason, people think that's DEI. That's not DEI. Nick, this is goddamn history.
What people fail to realize about DEI is that when you're talking about inclusion, I know that people feel like mostly it's just like race and stuff like that, but you're talking about handicapped people. You're talking about people that needs to be included. A part of DEI is having a ramp.
Yeah.
For being so you feel what I'm saying? Like,
so it's
they're not understanding that what their thoughts of what DEI is and how it benefit people is probably not even that.
Yeah,
but he clouded he done shocked and awed so hard and clouded the message so good that people actually believe that it means that that means that this black woman's gonna get a job for the white, more qualified man. They're
fucking out. They're finding out though, because what's happening is coming down. So now they're realizing, oh shit, this affected me. This ain't
right. Like the people that we thought it was affected, they good.
So it's a lady at my job. She voted for him. And so
she made it very clear that she did.
Yeah. Oh, the ones that voted, they was out loud saying they voted. And so now, we was having a discussion when he was getting rid of the DEI, and she was like, "Well, I don't know what the problem is. The problem then she rides a scooter, and the problem is, by law, we don't have to allow you to ride this scooter no more. You would have to literally walk from that parking lot all the way in. And when her whole face was like, that's the inclusion part.
That's the part that I'm telling y'all. That's the part that people not understand. I'm like, y'all don't even have a full understanding, like, of what the hell is really going on.
Yeah, they really don't.
And I've seen some the white ladies that's on TV, that's well, not TV, but that's on the internet, and they like, we didn't know.
Too late.
We didn't know.
Yeah, and now all the ones that saying they voted for him, now they asking, so you gonna vote again? Oh, no. And so what's finna happen is, I think the Democrats gonna take the mid-election because they're gonna try.
Well, we're not gonna speak that up yet. We ain't gonna jinx it. But what's the problem we have is that he still has 4 years to destroy, and I don't think he really wants to change the government. I think he wants to punish the government for not reelecting him the second term. I don't think it's.
I do think it's personal too.
Yeah, it's all personal to me. I believe it's 100% personal.
Yeah, it's definitely personal, and a lot of people don't really get that. They looking at it as if, oh, I'm loving what he's doing, and da 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 da. And that's all well and good, but
ain't nobody loving what he doing, because even Agent M, he's losing money on his cars now.
We don't care about him.
No, we don't. But at the same token, it's a trickle down effect. Like, you thought all that you were doing to hurt us is boomeranging and coming back to hurt you.
Man, my homegirl bought a freaking Tesla like 5 years ago. But, and I ain't gonna even say she's just no hardcore Democrat like that, but she one of those vocal girls. Like, she for what's right. And she said that sometimes now when she's driving her car that she's had for 5 years, that people really be doing some mean shit.
Yeah.
And she was like, she wasn't even putting two and two together until a couple of days ago. And she was like, I know they don't think I support him. She was like, my car is 5 years old. She
they
said,
don't care.
That's what she said. She said, but when I'm looking at it now and I'm seeing the bigger picture, man, people don't care. They don't know if I got this car yesterday. She was like, the way people damn near hitting her, running out the road, all kind. She was like, I ain't even put two and two together until I realized these people think that I'm a supporter.
Yeah. Lance sold his the actor Lance, he went and sold his Tesla.
Yeah, a lot of people
Well,
have.
I saw a black girl who just bought one, and we was at the I was in the Walmart parking lot, and I heard somebody tell her, you might want to rethink that purchase.
Oh,
Literally
really?
told her, you might want to rethink that purchase. And
Oh,
she was looking
wow.
around, and
Because a lot of people don't understand, because the value of the car probably came down a whole lot.
Mhm.
And so that's probably, she probably have always wanted one. And then she was like, oh, damn, I can afford it now, so let me go get it. But not knowing the reason why she could afford it. Because I asked the guy one day, he has a Tesla. I said, so would you still, I said, did you know who he was prior to you buying his car? He was like, no. He's like, I had no idea who he was. I just thought he was a genius. I said, you do realize he didn't come up with the concept of this car.
Yeah, he's an investor.
He's an investor. I said, he has people that think for him that did this. I said, all he did was supply the money. And he was like, well, he came up with PayPal. Again, he didn't come up with PayPal.
It was a group of people.
Investor.
He was an investor.
He's not the brains of the operation.
He ain't the brains of nothing.
Well, my problem is with black folks is you knew this guy was raised in apartheid South Africa, and you
They
knew that
didn't.
he knew he was influenced by you. There's no way you can be a raised in apartheid South Africa. See how your family is making so much money from emerald mines. See how black folks are treating South Africa.
But that's the problem.
And not
People
be affected and
didn't
think that you are superior because that's the way you've been raised.
But that's the problem. People didn't know anything about him. People, until the election this year, people didn't even know he wasn't American.
And that's what they was saying. They was like, now you done set up here and gave Barack all this thunder and votes and shit about being from Africa. Now you best friend BFF with somebody?
And he was literally raised there.
Yeah, so it's like, you're weird too.
This guy does not care. All he cares about is power, and however he got to get there, that's what he gonna do. Right.
Certainly power.
Well, whatever he's got to do, he's gonna do. He doesn't care. He could say that Obama was such and such tomorrow, but if Obama could get him elected, he gonna be friends with him today.
Yeah. He's what you would call not a user, but like
opportunist. Yeah,
that's it. But most Geminis are. But however,
damn,
glad I'm saying.
That's the realness of it. But look, did y'all see where we had like the biggest fentanyl bust? They said
I saw that.
in the state's history, they confiscated enough
that would have killed 200
to kill 2.5 million people.
I think it was staged.
Lab, even if it was.
I think it was staged.
Even if it was.
Watch the next law come out. Watch the next bill come up. It's gonna be something that's gonna be real harsh to black folks based on that.
But that wasn't black people that had it though, was it?
It does not matter.
I was like, that wasn't black people.
I said we live in a society.
It wasn't us.
And it really gets to me because I'm like, the people that was like drug dealers when we was young, during our time, I just couldn't see them like often their customers. Now you got to get new ones. Like, why y'all out here putting enough stuff in these folks' stuff to knock them out?
You're right.
You want them to come back, don't you?
Because you got to think about it.
That goes back to weird folks nowadays. People are weird.
Yes, like they don't even make sense to me.
I mean, back in the day, they give you a free one so you would come back.
You would, exactly.
And then,
so that's why I'm like.
And then the ones that wanted you to come back constantly, they never stepped on their stuff. The ones that was all for the money, which typically wasn't us or was the low budget people, they would step all over their stuff. So you would probably die unalive from it. So
yeah, and that's just like I was just like, what 2 point? That's enough to kill 2.5.
That's all of damn near city of Atlanta, ain't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
weird stuff going on. I think it's in the water.
Hey man, it's in something. The water. It's in something.
What's up, my name's Show?
Hey, my Show.
Yeah, it's in the water.
Well, all I can say is that, I don't know. Me personally, I just don't see you knocking off the person that you would need to, That's
like when you walk through Walmart and get your stuff and they come out of Walmart and they have spikes that catch you at the door.
Yeah.
And close on you.
Like what? No, seriously, like what? So I was talking to somebody and I was asking them, I was like, at what age do you think our melanated boys become threats? When does that switch kind of flip for
When they
them?
were born.
Can you think it's at birth?
Nah.
When
Nah.
do you think that?
A lot of times, depending on the person's surroundings, sometimes boys just become threats because they have to. They
put in a position.
They put in a position. Let me tell you
But
something.
some of them don't even be threats, but they made it to a threat.
easily been your worst nightmare. I had a single mother who was abused by her boyfriends. There was nothing holding me back from becoming besides myself. I could have been the worst person and there's been some things that I've done, but I could have been a terror.
I can believe that
easily.
Yeah,
because not because it was like I wanted to do, but I needed to eat. I needed to, you know what I'm saying? It was days that I didn't eat. It was, days I couldn't find my mama because she'd be gone for 2 and 3 and 4 days at a time.
Yeah.
So I could have easily been that way.
And
it's out of necessity.
At what age did you start having to make those life-altering decisions, though? Like
for me, it was 11, 12.
Okay, so that now, me personally, I think it's around that time when our boys are starting to look like a threat or
I think it's young because you just have to, like, what was it? It was a whole nurse that was just recently got caught unaliving our babies. Yeah. So that's why I say I think like I feel like it's based on both surroundings. It's based on your surroundings if you become an age at a certain time. But I think on the other side, for the other culture, I think it's based on their surroundings, how they look at us, and a lot of times they look at our boys like that at birth. So
and because it seems like the boys are not a threat unless they got a ball in their hand. Now, if they're sports, they can see a future with them, stuff like that. That threat it's got to be something different
to take their attention off of that because
DJing
that was for me when my friend first got his DJ equipment. I was mesmerized by it. I was like, okay. And he would let me come, but if it wasn't for that, I gotta get how I live. If I need to eat, and guess what? You got money today,
right?
Guess what? You came out the currency exchange today,
and that's why I never used to have a problem with the water boys, even though the water boys did get kind of out of control because you had those.
I can't read why you.
No, it's messed up.
Well, the only problem with the water boys for me,
but I do say they did get out of control.
Some of them did get out of control. It was the safety for me. When you that's why I say a lot of times people don't know their audience.
Right.
When those water boys were starting to get aggressive and doing certain things, at that time they should have been reprimanded. Look, let me tell you something. You out here, we see you out here, we ain't bothering you. But we will.
Right.
If the people, our citizens that's on these roads feeling like they got to do something for you, people don't have to do that. You ain't out here for that.
Right.
Like, it's a nice little boy right there at Westlake and MLK, got a whole little store set up, right? We know he couldn't be on that side of the street because it's an actual store right there.
Right.
He on the opposite side of the street. But when he talked to you, he have manners. He said, hey, I got this, I got that. You can tell that somebody raising it.
Right.
He might be raising himself, but you can tell that he know his audience.
Right.
He ain't running up on nobody's car. He's walking down the walkway. Yes, I will buy one of those from you.
Right.
And sometimes I don't even buy it. I just get them the money. I don't want it.
Yeah. Now, if it's not cold, now, because one thing my brother Eric gonna do, Eric gonna buy him a cold water.
Right.
And gonna drink it. Might buy him too.
Right.
Like, that's something he gonna do. But yeah, a lot of times, man, if it ain't cold, then no.
I don't buy it, period, because I don't be wanting it, because I typically keep a bottle of water in my car. So if I see them and I see they not charging at people and stuff like that, I'll just go ahead and I'll just get them $5 and just call it a day.
It's too many of them that's done been hurt and drug and they've been hurt unalived a lot just from being in competition out there trying to get the money. But this is what I wanted to ask y'all about. Lord, this ain't funny. But the 62-year-old lady in California, I don't know. I think she married that man while he been in prison. But however, he done unalived 4 people, right?
Oh wow.
But she married him, and they could have conjugal visits.
Mm-hmm.
He
Clearly in California, the conjugal visits are overnight.
Mm-hmm.
She done woke up dead.
Oh wow.
And the jail with the prison say we don't know what happened.
Right.
Wasn't nobody but her
And him.
and the person that done unalive 4 other people.
Let me tell you something. It's too many men out here who are willing to date an older woman if you just you don't have to go to prison and murder and marry unalive her.
I was
Let
trying
me
to
tell you
figure out
something.
how did she eat.
Baby,
I was thinking the same thing. She had to marry him prior
That's
to.
a whole nother
My name
world.
said she didn't wake up.
Right, at all.
Joe.
I had to say it like that, so
Right.
they'll have a better understanding.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, "How do you even get yourself to?"
Well,
marry
this is
somebody?
the thing. If you look on TikTok and you see these prison wives, prison stories, man, it is a whole world for that.
Is it? Oh, it is on. What is it on? Lifetime, Bravo.
Life after lockup.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about it's people in the real world that's living like that.
They found them in lockup. The people that's like
Yes.
after lockup, they get together while they're locked up. So that's why I'm finna say it's a whole show.
Yeah,
about it.
it's a whole world for that though. But this is my whole thing, man. I just seen a dude on my page, man, and he was just like, look, he said as a black man, he said I would never box all of us in. He said because I'm a black man that don't want to be boxed in.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but for what a lot of these women have to choose from,
It's not good.
he was like, telling the woman she gonna be single is not a flex. He was like, he said it's more men now encouraging women to stay single than anything else. He said, oh yeah, he was like, man, if these men can sit on these podcasts and say what they say, all of that. He said, but when it comes to my sisters,
Right.
and my nieces, and my cousins, it ain't worth it. He was like, man, you every day. He said, it is no way that every day a man is finding a way to knock a woman that he love off. He was like, I don't know what kind of love these women want to experience, but that ain't it.
But this goes back to, remember, you used to always say you don't think these men love women these days.
Let me tell you something. I've been saying it for years. Folks, I'm telling my folks done unfriended me, done unfollowed me, done blacked me out and everything for saying a lot of men love the way women make them feel, but they don't like women.
They don't like women.
Their experiences with women is awful. Their examples of women even
It's
worse. You know,
They don't like
and
women.
just being honest, they're not. This is the thing. They don't feel attracted to other men. So
They
they
just don't
know
like women.
they supposed to like women, but through their experiences and what they've been exposed to,
Women full of shit.
that's exactly what they come up with. But the only problem that I have with that is if I find out you full of it, I'm gonna get away from you.
Just move on.
The problem is when a lot of these men find out or feel like you're full of it, they feel like your life has no value. Like, sir, this woman was living all right. She was all right before you came in her life. So why would you take her life? You feel what I'm saying? And most of these women have children. So you have absolutely no value for this woman's life, but you had enough
gumption.
to impregnate her. And I just don't like it.
People be unstable off the rip, off the giddy up, and a lot of times you don't see that.
The giddy up girl.
Yeah. And a lot of times you don't see that unstableness until it's too late. I mean,
This goes to the thing that everybody.
when you like say love blinds you, and sometimes, man,
Man,
your
it
feelings
ain't-
get
the
hurt
thing
so bad.
about
Let me
it
tell you something. As a
is-
person who has his feelings hurt, I've never thought about unaliving anybody, but man, that's a crushing blow when you know that you are doing the right
We
things.
have all been there. Though.
Yeah.
Right.
This is my thing right here. we done all been through enough to know it ain't nothing you can't get over
Right.
or get through.
Right.
My only thing is, if you value me enough to do whatever it is that we did together, whatever, keep that same energy.
Mm-hmm.
Value me enough to let me get the hell on, or you get the hell on. Like, that just don't. And I understand the rage, and I understand the.
People just
moment,
don't want you. If you're not with them happy, they damn sure don't want to see you with nobody else happy.
I don't want to. Let me tell you something. I don't want to see my exes with nobody else happy. That's why I block their ass and move away from around them. I won't see it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't wish none of my exes well. I never have.
Damn.
But I ain't wishing them no death, or I ain't
So
wishing
you
them.
ain't wishing
I just don't wish them well.
You ain't wish them happy either.
Hell no.
I just say karma comes back. I ain't wishing you well. I ain't wishing you bad.
That's what I'm saying. Get the live the life you deserve.
I'm wishing you flatline.
Let me tell you something. Baby,
Not happy
live
or
the
sad.
life, get out of life what you deserve. That's
Right.
the only thing I tell them. I wish, but I'm not. I can't tell you no lie. I'm not gonna tell you I want you to see you happy. Cause I don't
I
want
tell
to
you,
see it.
and I say I'm Jesus' child, so you fucked over me, you gonna get your karma. Because Jesus loved me.
Period. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't get that. And what about these twins?
The twins.
The boys that was found in the mountains.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole nother thing because they were supposed to been going to the airport and then we found them unalived in the mountains and then they trying to say they was committed suicide, but their car was found at the airport. When their car found at the airport?
I don't know.
I think their car was found at the airport, but somebody just happened to walk up on them. They was doing a hike in a woods and found them. And the parents doesn't believe it. I don't believe it either.
I don't believe it either.
But
that's a lot to go through just to unalive yourself.
And
they
each other.
They was trying to say there was a murder suicide.
Yeah, they was trying to say they unlived each other.
And I'm like,
why though? What would be the purpose? Didn't they graduate from high school or college recently or something like that?
Yeah, and they was going out of, I forgot where they was going, but they had booked the trip to go out of town together.
Okay.
And so they found the car at the airport, but yet you found them. And what happened is the mother.
How they get to the mountains? That's the question.
Right. The mother was looking for them also because they were always one of those type of kids that checked in and they didn't check in.
So the mama like, but they was happy. Like they weren't in no distress. Like they weren't in a.
They weren't in a bad mood when they left here. They hadn't been in a bad mood. They was glad to go on their trip. So
how they get to the mountains? If they was at the airport, how did they get to the mountain?
How did that's the most confusing part for everybody because they're like, but how?
And so they walk from the airport to the mountains.
It ain't even no walking distance.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on.
It wasn't like they went to Stone Mountain.
The police got to do a better job of this. Don't make it obvious that you're trying to sweep it on the rug.
Yeah, because they didn't walk to Stone Mountain. They was up in North Georgia.
Even if they was at the airport, there was no way they were going to walk to Stone Mountain from Atlanta Airport. And there's just no. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Like
the guy that was in the lake with the lady, they finally found him.
Well, yeah, I did see that. I did update that on my social media where they said that they found him. I don't even know how to feel about that either.
Because they never said, like, if he drowned or anything. So, I don't know how he passed. They never said. They just said they found him.
Yeah, like, that John just kind of, I don't know. It's a lot. But, however, I did update that on social media.
This is why I have my children's location, and they have mine.
So, how many children is too many?
More than 2.
It depends on the person. It depends on the person.
Well, for me, it was more than 2.
See, for you, it was more than 2.
My life is so damn different anyway, because my twins is my middle. Like I got middle children.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't have a middle child. That's crazy.
Right.
But
my patience level ain't there.
Yeah. So my shit was towed up from the floor from the beginning. So I just say over 4 is overkill. Really over 2 to me too. But because I had 2 to come at the same time, I don't even know if that'd be right to say. But yeah, I'm looking at about 2.
Why you ask?
I was only asking because I seen a lady on my page that had 22 children, and she was saying that you know, their house was full of love and stuff like that. You know, like big families are coming back.
22.
Mm-hmm.
But why big families
Wait a
coming
minute,
back?
wait a
Why
minute,
would we do
goddamn
that?
it. Let's back up.
A lot of
What are these single births, double births, adopted kids, mixed kids, blended
They
kids?
didn't say, but I ain't seen nobody who look total like twins. But yeah, the big families are coming back,
I don't know why.
and they pretty much yeah, they pretty much.
I feel like majority of these people don't love themselves. Outside of people that having like 4, 5 kids, these people that's having like 10 and 12 kids, because you see they
you
like
think it's an underlying something?
yeah, it's an underlying something. Because if you notice, once they start getting older and they start being able to breastfeed, if they breastfeed or they go to school, they was like they need that love or
She ain't breastfed no 22 children because right now she ain't got no breast. That's the case.
Well,
Motherfuckers are gone.
A few of them didn't latch on loud, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure she was getting down and dirty.
so that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of it is coming from like a type of love or attention that they're seeking.
You feel like now, because you know, attention is a drug now.
Yeah.
Wanting that attention, like let me tell you something. I was just telling my coworker the last time I was at work. Don't ask me when was that, because it's been a while. I'll go back tomorrow though. But I want to.
Girl, you ain't never at work.
I know. One of our last conversations was basically about attention. About a lot of people craving that attention. The only problem I have with it is most attention whores that I know are not even single.
They got somebody when they still seeking attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm just
because
like,
it's not the person, it's them. Like no matter how much attention somebody can give you, it's still you.
You still gonna feel like you are lacking somewhere. And I'm just like, I was just chilling.
People that don't need attention, they be single like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know how that balances out. Because the kind of attention that some people get, I don't be wanting it.
But
like when I go out, let me tell you something. When I go out and I go out with my partners and stuff like that, I could be honest. I know what I'm there for. The last thing I really want is for a man to be trying to talk to me, because, sir, I didn't come here for that. And I pretty much let them know, like, I'm not here for, you know, like, I'm not.
And
here
that's
for
why
that.
a lot of men don't shoot their shot in public no more.
And that's perfectly fine. But the only way a man is gonna meet me is in public.
But
and it got to be the right time, and timing is everything with me.
Right, but I'm just saying that right there, because of what she said, a lot of men have tried to shoot their shot, and then women was like, "That's not what I'm here on."
You think rejection just now came out?
But we just said motherfuckers are weird, so everybody don't know how to accept rejection.
If me and Adonis talk about this all the time, because he meet people on the internet, but Adonis is he like to hunt women in public, and I was like, that's because that's what you've seen. That's what you've been around. But a lot of these young folk don't even know nothing about approaching a woman or what to say or
young. Can we just go to middle age? Can we get to middle age?
What you mean? Oh yeah, well, young and middle age, honestly, because we all having the same issue.
But they don't like rejection. When I tell you,
I don't like rejection, but that don't mean I don't get it.
No, let's go back. They don't know how to. They don't like it, and they don't know how to handle it. Because they weren't taught. Because this, to me, this goes back to when everybody got the goddamn participation award and you didn't do shit. You learned how not to accept it. So you could have played horrible. So instead of me getting the MVP because I showed the fuck out, you getting an award too. You the MVP too, Lab, and you ain't do nothing but ride the bench.
Sound about right.
So that has instilled in people of not allowing or learning how to accept rejection. If you never had to accept it when you was younger,
right,
middle school, high school. Now I can kind of.
I guess that's what happened to me because I was going
So
through them in
that's-
middle school, high school.
Bye.
Rejection,
Not going
who?
through 'em.
Rejection by who? What?
So that's kind of like what's
Is that
happening.
Lee coming down the hallway? Where you going?
When you have,
I'm going
like,
to lunch.
People have the beauty
Nah,
pageants and you telling everybody beautiful and
Don't let the
everybody
hype fool
pretty.
you.
People don't know how to accept rejection. You crazy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right here. Me personally, rejection helps build character. Nobody wants to feel rejected or anything like that. But I can assure you that that's a lesson that I feel like not just men, but
I said
people,
women too.
Yeah, people need to, because so rejection for women look a little bit different. And I always talk about that because, Lab, I'm sorry. Can you give me some on ice? So rejection for when a man doesn't like a woman, rejection looks a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And the main reason I said it is because a lot of times women don't pick up on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, thank you. It's like that man don't like you. Why do he got to ultimately say, you know, I don't like you? Why can't his dismissive behavior or him not doing or holding it up to his word, or like, why wouldn't his actions tell you he don't like you?
Because a lot of people,
why do he got to tell you that?
a lot of people go off of words instead of actions. A lot of people want you to say, I love you. If you don't tell me I love you, that means you don't love me. For other people, you got to show me you love me. So I'm not saying me in general. I'm just saying.
Period.
Yeah. So a lot of times, somebody could go buy you some roses or go take you on a trip. They're showing you they got interest in you. They like you. They fucking with you or whatever.
But that's all I'm going to accept.
But
my ears don't even work.
That's you, Miss Cameron. We're going to go to the Lulu. Did you see that the Lulu thing I sent you? I sent you the Lulu post this morning. So we're going to go to the Lulu side. The Lulu side, if you can do all this shit for me, but motherfucker, if you don't tell me you love me, all that shit you doing don't mean a goddamn thing.
I get it, because you know what? I broke up with a dude one time because I couldn't get a clear read, right? And to this day, he the only dude that I've ever get. Because one day, it's so crazy, y'all. He ended up seeing my uncle. And my Uncle Daryl called me, and he was like, hey, I got your boy right here, I'm like, what? Like, where y'all at?
Right.
And he was just like, man, he said, my man, Donald, I need closure. This is the first time that a man has actually just been like, man, I really do need closure. I need to know what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what was, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I felt like we was at a place where everything was kind of good.
Right.
And I explained to him why, you know, exactly what happened or whatever. And he was like, man, he said, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never even cared why. But man, I needed to know, because he was like, I felt like we were just so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you just like, was like, hey, bye.
He ain't want to fuck it up. That's why he ain't.
But the realness of it was, and why he really needed closure, and because he was just like any other man, slow as fuck. But the reason he wanted closure was because, first of all, I found out about a baby that he had just had, right?
Mm.
My thing is, if we was cool enough to kick it, you should have been cool enough to tell me you just had this baby.
Right.
So I just kind of moved out of the way, and I'm like, man, go be with your child.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, wow, like, how you even find out? It don't matter. Me finding out how I found out don't even matter.
Right.
The point is, if I find out something that I can't unfind out or unsee, your ass is grass. You cook, boy.
You done.
You're done.
Put a fork in him.
Like, seriously, and I'm just like that because I feel like if we just that cool, like, a dude ain't finna find out nothing about me about just certain stuff. A dude ain't finna find out about me because I'm cool enough to let this man know and give him a choice.
Right.
But when you take away my right to have a choice, nigga, you cooked. Ain't no way you can come back from that. A girl, I got an inbox chronicle right now that I said I'm gonna share later on today. And she talking about how she kicking it with this dude all this time and this man married as hell. And she just like...
I thought you already posted that.
You
got another one?
I just got another one yesterday or Friday. The girl was just like, she was like, I know you don't give advice, whatever. She said, but I have been kicking it with this dude for the past 7 months.
How she didn't know he was married?
Check this out. So she said, Donna, it is the craziest thing ever. Mainly because she said, I asked this man, have you been married before? Whatever. He was like, yeah. But he never said he was still actively goddamn married.
So she didn't ask?
No, she asked.
No.
Have you been married? You been married?
Has she ever been to his spot?
Yes. So the dude and his cousin, the cousin married too. They got a spot together. Somewhere.
Okay.
And yeah, so
right.
Y'all do everything but not cheat.
Right.
Y'all got a whole spot together.
Cause y'all
roommates. But she was like, she said, when I think about it, I really shouldn't have never went against what I lower my standards. She said, I don't typically even mess with men with roommates. She was like, I don't. She said, the main reason why I do not is because shit like that can get real tricky. She said she was in a situation before dealing with, that's what made her set the standard of no roommates. Got caught up in a situation where another dude that she had been in a relationship with, the girl, he had a roommate. The other person that was roommating with him was a girl, and the girl came over there and kind of like went crazy about something that the roommate did. This girl there, but she don't know nothing about what they got going on. She steps out the room because she hear boom, 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 boom. She said she don't know the girl was sitting nigga in the TV. She don't know what going on. She look out the door and she went even crazy. You got a bitch over here. She wasn't even there for him. She was there. She said she was trying to make sure that it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You hear all this noise, you like, what the hell is that?
So wait a minute. Her dude roommate got into it with his girl.
Correct. And the girl was destroying their property and doing all kind of stuff. But she don't know the girl. She don't even know the roommate like that. She was there picking up something for her dude. So she hear all this noise. She look out the door and the girl go even crazy. Somebody, he got somebody there. And he like, no, that's such and such girl. Like she here to pick up whatever.
Right.
And she done got caught up in the whole situation. So that was why she said she didn't even do roommates no more. She was like, man, people don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? They don't even like, people be having stuff going on. It just be too much.
Right.
So that's how she was like, if I had to just step to my guns and said no to men with roommates, you know what I'm saying? She felt like she could avoid the situation. But she said it was
How did she find out?
So, I'm glad you asked. She on TikTok. This how messy social media is now. She on TikTok. She see a damn TikTok from January. The video is it's from January. She see the video and she said, that look like, but now, she screenshot it. Go back to her text messages the same day that this was posted. He telling her he at work, he doing this, he doing that, da da da. So she was like, you sure? He was like, yeah, I'm positive. So she said that's what sparked her to go digging. She and so now my motto is research these niggas.
I do.
I do a 4-panel. Research them.
I do. When I get the phone number, I put the phone number. If their name doesn't come across in my phone, because you know iPhones tell on you. iPhone tell everything. So if their name doesn't come across my phone when they call me, I go to Cash App and I put their phone number in Cash App. If it doesn't pull a name back from Cash App, then I go to Zelle. I put their number in Zelle. If both of those two places don't pull me a number initially, then I'm blocking you.
Why? They might not have a Cash App or a Zelle. Like,
because typically people got one or the other. If you're not,
they might be on Apple Pay.
Because something gonna pop. And because
your analogy is not.
No, because a lot of times what happens is it'll come, you know, on iPhone it'll say scam or this person is not in your number. So if it comes up that way, because 9 times out of 10, even if the phone is not in your name, it's gonna come back with somebody's name. Whoever that phone is gonna come back with a name on iPhone.
Well, I say research all of them, and one girl, I ain't even thought about this. She was like, "Baby, put them in that registry, the baby registries. Check them damn baby registries, from Amazon to Target to Walmart. Check them damn registries."
And then I go
and I got too many damn.
No, because you better. I'm telling you, you better damn do it. You better do it too, because a lot of these folks out here sleeping with the enemy, dancing with the devil, and the only thing they got to do is one hit.
Yeah, it's too much. I hate that we have to be in this time. I wish we can go back to say, you like me, I like you, check this box, and move the fuck on.
That one we were like 8.
Because one thing I do know, and they say it's a lot of women out here too, but these men, they're going to live a double life. Most of them, they're going to live a double life. And I don't, see, my whole thing is you can do that, but I don't need you broke in the one I'm in. That ain't going to work. You can live the double life. I'm all for that, because it ain't like we're going to be living together. We ain't going to be doing none of that.
Right.
So, with that being said,
women live double lives too.
And that's what I'm saying. They probably do. But I can live me one too. We can do this together. Right. But you won't be broke in the life that you got with me. You ain't got no enough. You need to go. You need to go home somewhere.
Right.
But a lot of times women do better in covering theirs up than men.
That don't make it right.
No, but I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Say what? Like
because you said
they cover theirs up better. Oh, you know what? You're right.
But that's how women.
We should let it slide because they do cover theirs better.
But that's how.
That mean they fucking still do it.
But that's how women get away with it longer than men do.
Oh, okay.
That's all I was saying. That's how women get away with it longer.
Speak it to me plain so I understand.
You don't shut up enough for me too.
But they cover theirs up better.
I ain't going for that. First of all, living a double life is hard.
It is.
Too much work.
Too much work.
I tried it one time.
Too much work.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Right.
It's too much work, because see, I'm not finna be juggling 2 thingers and 4 volleyball. Ain't nobody doing all that. It's too much.
Oh, Lord.
That's too much. Y'all can have that. My friend told me earlier. She told her boyfriend, wait a minute, y'all. This boy that took her boyfriend tea, she had bought him some tea for Valentine's Day.
What?
Guess where the tea at?
Wait a minute.
At her house?
At her job, at her locker. She said he talked too much. He gonna show him. I said, so what? This fool to my, yeah, he down there, cause he cut hair. He down there cut hair with a mask on. Cause he don't want nobody to see his mouth. I'm like, girl, get that man back here dang on tea. She said, I told him he came in this relationship with 7 teeth and 2 pair of pants. If he want to smile and grin in these women's face, he don't need to get. I said, girl, what kind of what?
Beauty Brains and Grind said, yeah, tell you, just one.
I'm telling you, ain't nobody got time
right.
to be doing all that. Baby, we 40. Over 40. We almost 50.
Yeah, 10%.
Baby, if I got to do all that, baby.
Y'all know y'all got 4 different men: a man to fix your car, a man to do your plumbing, an electrical guy, a guy.
Let me just say this.
Don't choke on it.
When you get to 40, you definitely need to know a man. You need to know a man that can do this. You need to know a man that can do that. Now, it's all well and good if you find one that can do more than one of them things, but most of the time, them men be lazy. They can have the skill, but they be lazy.
Men don't want to do nothing no more.
No,
they don't want to do it, and they ain't got no money to pay somebody else to do it.
We don't want to do it because we don't want to do it for free. We need a prize at the end of that rainbow, a pot of gold, something, something to look forward to when we finish fixing your shit. We don't want to just be fixing.
But if you my man, you gonna get. You already got some on. Give you something. No, you ain't doing it for free. And I'm not talking about sex because that's what your. I was gonna say
nobody want that old tired ass shit. We talking about some new shit. We ain't talking about.
I knew that's what your mind was going.
We ain't talking about that shit. We get every night. That ain't no prize. Yeah. We need some new shit. Hey, come on. What? We already got that. That's like wrapping my shoes up and giving it back to me again when I finish doing some exciting. No. Give me some new shit. The hell you talking about?
I just got one question. Why do men...
There you go, beauty brains and grind. Give me a happy ending. Happy ending me, please.
But the only problem with that is men act like women don't get tired of them.
That's fine and good, but we ain't asking you to fix our car either. We ain't asking you to put shelves up in our closet. We ain't asking you to fix the plumbing under our sink.
So what you ask your woman for, you feel like what she asked you for is valued at more than what you...
To me, yes. Just like she feels like what I asked her to do is more valuable to her. What she asked me to do is more valuable to me. Most definitely. We gonna yes.
Yes, see, that's kind of weird. Like,
it is weird, but it's true. That's true.
That's crazy.
No, it ain't crazy. It's true. Why would I value what you do for me more than what I do for you?
What I'm saying is, if you ask me, Donna, can you go in there and make me a sandwich, or can you go in there and fix me something to eat? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
I go in there and do it. You think I'm thinking about the value of me going there doing that shit?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's either I'm doing it or I'm not.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
I ain't putting no value on that. That's what I'm saying. Me neither.
I don't believe you. I don't believe y'all. Jesus had to come down here and tell me it's not true.
I don't put no value on stuff like that. Like, it's just certain things. If you know that you hadn't eaten and you just getting out of work, before you get off work or whatever, you call me and be like, "Hey, babe, did you cook?" Right. And even if I haven't cooked, I'm like, "Nah, you got a taste for something in particular?" If he say, "Well, whatever," I'm not. We're in a relationship. That's a part of it. That's what come with it. I'm not understanding why we taking score.
It's just what we do.
No, it's
who the hell is we?
Well, all of us do it. Y'all do it too. Y'all just don't. Y'all just trying to say y'all don't, but y'all do. Y'all do.
Man, being in a relationship,
bullshit.
I just don't feel like
bullshit. Bullshit.
And that's been my problem in relationship. The men that want to take score or keep track of everything. Because I'm not keeping
We're not keeping track of everything. We talking about the major things. Now, if you go make a sandwich for me, okay, cool. But if you say, well, go make, and then you tell me, well, you need to go out there and make a grill, and build me a grill, and then fry some steaks on them. I'm keep scoring that shit.
You wake up late, right? You wake up late. I'm at the house, and you know you ain't got no gas, and you say, babe, man, hey. Can you take my car there and get some gas real quick while I get dressed for work? This has happened to me before, and I'm like, yeah.
I wouldn't ask that.
If I know my man is on the point system, he got to be to work at 11. I'm just get home at 10:15. I waking him up. I had tried to wake him up, but he didn't get up, and I'm like, hey, bro, it's 10:15, and I know you got to drive to wherever you going, and you ain't got no gas. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go. Like, it's just certain stuff that just don't.
Now, if you do it, that on you, but I'm not going to ask you to do it. There's just certain things I'm not going to ask my woman to do.
On your way to work and just be late?
Yep. Most
Even
definitely.
though you know I can run up there real quick and do it for you?
Okay, but what if something happens on your way back to where I can't? You get what I'm saying? Like, why would I chance that? Why would I chance that by telling you to go up to the store real quick and get some gas for me while I get dressed, and then you get into a whole fucking accident that didn't have to happen if I would have just waited and went to the store myself? There's always, we just talked about that. Shit happens. So no, I'm not going to say, okay, run to the store real quick and get gas for me while I get dressed. I'm going to get it on my way out.
Okay. But you the same motherfucker that keep track of everything I'm thinking.
It doesn't matter. There's certain things that I'm going to do myself.
Okay.
I don't even ask people to make food. I cook myself. I don't even. Look, for me, I am a minimal maintenance person. You only have to do one thing for me. You don't have to cook for me. You don't have to wash clothes for me. You don't have to iron for me. You don't have to even clean up for me. I can do all that shit myself. But you do have to bust it open when I ask to be bust open. That's it. That's it. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to keep insurance on us. We're going to be good. All you need to do is when I say crack them eggs, you crack them. That's it. I don't need to use no damn jaws of life. I don't need to beg for it. All I need to do is say, damn, I'm feeling really frisky tonight. And you be like, bam, cracked open.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you
I don't need nothing else. I'm just saying, like, I don't
to
need
what
nothing.
I'm saying. If you notice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you with somebody and they notice. So if that's what they're doing for you,
we good.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not what you were saying at the beginning. You say y'all get tired of the same old thing, and
But you got to put spice on that too. Now, hold on. Let me clarify.
Now you moving the goalpost.
No, I'm not. I'm just adding sauce to the spaghetti.
That's moving the goalpost.
I'm just adding seasoning.
You moving the goalpost.
You call it moving the goalpost. I call it putting salt and pepper in that goddamn bland
But
ass
do
sauce.
you understand where I'm going with this?
I
though?
get what
you
you're
said
saying.
you didn't want. That's not all you want. You want something else. Now
That's
you
what I'm
saying
saying.
that's.
I'm like, what is
But
it
we're
now?
talking about people doing stuff for you. I am a minimum requirement person.
What if-
I don't require you to do shit for me.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, what is the something else that you said? Because you saying you don't want the sex all the time as the happy ending.
as part of you giving me something for doing something for you.
But that's not how that works.
That is how it works.
No.
If I say it's how it works, you can't tell me how I want my shit to be. You can't tell me how I want my fucking chicken fried, my steak. I like a medium well. You can't tell me this. I like crispy chicken.
So if I'm asking you to build some shelves in my room,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm busting it open for you, what else do you want?
I want you to
So that's what we asking. What else do you want?
I mean, shelf building and busting it open. I'm already doing everything I'm doing to require you to bust it open. I believe so.
So what the fuck else do you want?
That is what
you
you
want?
have to figure. I can't tell you.
What do you mean?
If I'm telling you all the time, I don't need your monkey ass. I can just go find me a $200.
These are the thoughts and views of DJ Lab. These are not the thoughts and views of
anything.
WestSide
You can buy me
MisFits Radio.
clothes. You can buy me shoes. You can buy me anything. Like a gift is a gift.
Okay, so you want to feel appreciated.
Thank God damn, it took us a long way. We had to go all up and down.
Well, I mean,
85 to get to
going
this.
all around
I like to
25.
right. Okay, there we go. We like to feel appreciated.
So you want to be appreciated with gifts.
Not necessarily gifts, but I want to be appreciated with something besides what I'm already getting. That's like saying Happy Valentine's Day, babe. Crack, and I just cracked that shit.
No,
2
so
days
if
ago.
I'm already cooking for you,
What the
even-
fuck?
okay. So if I'm already cooking for
That's
you,
not a gift.
listen.
That's like me wrapping up my dick in a bow and be like, Happy Valentine's Day,
Listen.
man. And you be like, what the fuck is that? Come
Listen.
on, now be fair with this shit.
Listen,
Okay.
if I'm already cooking for you, which I know you don't want the motherfucker to cook for you.
I didn't say I don't want to. I said I don't need you to.
Okay.
If it comes down to you saying I ain't cooking for you, guess who ain't gonna starve? Me.
So
if it comes to you saying I ain't gonna wash clothes for you, guess who gonna have fresh, clean clothes tomorrow? Me.
So-
guess who? If you say I can't,
This is
I don't-
why your ass is
I
single
ain't gonna
today.
sew nothing up for you. I ain't gonna sew that patch.
I promise you,
Guess
this
who
is
gonna
why
have a
you're
patch
single.
on that shit?
This is
Me.
why you're single. Definitely the reason why you're single.
Guess who? If you say I ain't gonna straight leg them pants for you, because guess who gonna straight leg his own motherfucking pants?
What the fuck
Me.
is straight leg?
See, that's why I know you don't know what you're talking about. That right there, let
You
me
talking
know.
about iron them?
No, see, never mind. Never mind.
Straight leg.
Y'all don't know what straight legs pants is.
Motherfucker, we asking, ain't we?
It's when you have bell bottom pants and you straight leg them to make them straighter and more concise to your.
Who the fuck's supposed to do that? Besides your old
Do you
ass.
do that with the machine or is
I
it
can do it
hand?
with hands or machine. That's how fly I am.
So your old ass is the only person that knew this.
Straight leg. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
But so
Look,
you think
Beauty, Brains, and Grind say they know what I'm talking about. They was
Don't-
with me.
Okay, so y'all want to feel appreciated,
Most definitely.
but in y'all love language, because like unless I wouldn't know what would make you feel appreciated. I just feel like certain conversations should be had.
Yeah.
And we can have that conversation. I'm not against having that conversation.
You
because
just told me we had to figure it out, and
I just give her a hard
I
time
ain't
because I like to
figuring
get
out
I like
shit.
to get Kay a hard time. I like to give you a hard time. Y'all ain't gonna have to figure out, but we gonna have a conversation about it. It's just gonna be because you gonna know that you don't have to do shit for me. Like you gonna know this off the rip because I don't really like you want me to make something for you? No, I'm good. I'll make it myself because that's just how I am. I've always been that way. Didn't you just hear me say? My mom was gone for 4 or 5 days at a time. So I've been self-sufficient for a very long time.
Exactly, and you are a person from. So how people who've been in survival mode see life is totally different than somebody who's been in that non-survival mode most of their lives, right? You see life different.
Right.
You see things different, and that's why when it comes to being equally yoked and actually a person actually being who you need and stuff like that, there are certain things that need to happen before you say, I want this to be the person that I need type shit. And the main reason is because if you're dealing with somebody who's been surviving in love, when it's time to really get out there in it, they may let you down. They ain't have to fight for shit.
Right,
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But me personally, I want somebody who done been through a little something.
Right. Like a person who ain't never been through shit. Like when I first bought our first house, my ex-wife, when we first bought our first house, we had no lights because I had no money. Everything went towards getting that house. A person who has never survived didn't know that model down there had power and to run some damn stitching cords to that power down there and get all this shit plugged up that we need plugged up until we were able to pay the deposit on the lights.
Yeah.
Somebody who ain't survived be like, well, I don't know what we gonna do.
Right.
Or you can walk your ass to the front yard and turn your radio on yourself with that little thing.
Most
Pop
definitely.
that thing on.
The water was on. The lights was what wasn't on.
But the water
And that's
too. A lot
my-
of people don't know
Yeah.
about the water either, so you can turn your own water on.
That's my whole point in saying you see life different. Me personally, I need somebody that's done seen both sides.
Yeah, I've
Because
learned that
dealing
I
with-
like recovering thugs. I call them recovering thugs.
We already told you that a long time ago.
Well, the
Miss Lot told you that
Yeah.
72 shows ago.
It's kind of like it's a little difficult now to deal with recovering thugs because of certain things. Like if you wasn't a dope boy girlfriend in the 90s and 2000s, yeah, you a goddamn thug,
Right.
a recovering thug, because it's some things that has had to have happened and transpired in order for you to even appreciate that type of dude. Dead ass serious. It's crazy, but it is what it is,
Yeah,
man.
so I appreciate them coming through on the other side, but they got a hustle to them that like she's saying, everybody don't have a hustle. So a recovering thug has a hustle to them.
What's the hustle?
They got a hustle. Well, it is. They know how to hustle and go out there and get it.
Besides the 9 to 5.
Besides a 9 to 5. They typically have a full-time job, but they gonna go out there and hustle to go get the rest of like money, or if you need something, they gonna go out and hustle to get it. And I realize that's what I need. I don't know if I'm gonna say a recovering thug. I may just need a hustler, but I realize that's what I grew up in. My father was a person that had a regular job, but he knew how to go out there and get it on the grind. So I realized that's what I need in my life.
And I got problems.
Yes, bitch, you got problems.
The gist of it is like I'm one of them kind of people. I could be honest with you. I don't know what I want,
Right.
but I do know what I don't want.
What I don't want.
So how I am, I can be honest. I just know it's certain things I don't want to deal with.
I didn't discover that till after I got divorced and was by myself for a little while. I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna deal with this shit. I'm not gonna deal with this.
I'm doing a video. I probably end up doing it tonight. And the video is basically about young men living by themselves and taking care of themselves for at least a year before welcoming in anybody else trying to take care of them. You know how most times in society they have normalized men coming straight from their parents' home to living directly with a woman type shit. I want to make a video encouraging men not to do that. Take care of yourself by yourself for at least one year. At least 1 year.
But I think a lot of times people don't know how to be by themselves.
And that's my whole point in saying why it is very important for men to live by themselves and take care of themselves for at least 1 year before welcoming a mate into their situation.
I agree.
I want that so bad for our youngsters, man. And because let me tell you what it even came from. I realized I ain't never stayed by myself.
I haven't either.
I've never stayed by myself.
I've never lived by myself either.
I want to try that. I want to see what that be back.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. But in order for me to have to try to chill, my mother's gonna not have to be here, so I'm okay. I won't rush the situation.
No, definitely not rushing.
Yeah,
but I definitely want to kind of see what that be like.
Yeah, I went from my mama's house to my ex-husband's house to back to my house with kids and a mama.
Yeah, so it's like certain things need to happen, but I think for women it's a little bit different because it's totally different. Men most of the time can't reach out and call and get help from nobody. They need to be self-sufficient and know how to get this shit for themselves for at least a year before they welcome anybody else into their personal space or living quarters. Just straight up. And I know a lot of them don't want to see it like that. It's too hard to do this, do that. No, that's what you need, because guess what? When you welcome a woman into your personal space, you know you've been holding this shit down, my dog.
Right.
You've been doing this. So whether she stay or go, you got this.
You don't need her to go make you no sandwich or nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
So my son, he's looking to buy his house, and they keep trying to put him in these $400,000 houses. And he was like, no, I want to come down because this is all I want to afford. I don't want to ever have to think about somebody else living with me, no type stuff. So when my grandmama comes stay with me for my 30 days, I'm good.
Right. Yeah.
I agree. I think all young men should live by themselves. Learn how to cook, learn how to clean, learn how to wash your clothes, learn how to sew. Sewing is very important because, women think they have it over you if you can't sew. But,
man, my brother make most of his clothes.
It's the fact that I'm just flabbergasted on how many men in our big grown ass age do not know how to cook.
Cook
or
they ain't say with their grandmamas. They ain't say with their grandmamas.
They be lying.
They be lying.
Most of the time, man, or either.
Let me say this: they know how to cook eggs, some bacon, some rice, and maybe put some chicken in the air fryer. Like, to me, that's not cooking.
Nah, my brothers and uncles and stuff, man, they cook.
Yeah, but
so
yeah, I can cook.
Gloria Jean used to have all our asses in the goddamn kitchen cooking.
And that ain't even my ministry. I can cook, but I ain't got to.
I learned how to cook because my grandmama and them did not know how to cook.
Yeah, see, that makes it different.
They did not know how to cook.
That's another reason why, like, with us, I know good food. I've been eating good food my whole life. So when I go tasting somebody else's stuff and I'm like, this shit is not good.
Right.
And they're like, oh, you just picky. No, it's not good.
Right.
Oh, I thought you would, man, bro.
And I'm the type of person, it's very rare if you catch me eating soul food at a restaurant. Like, I'm not one of those people that just gonna eat soul food at a restaurant.
What you mean? Like,
Yeah, because it don't make.
Give me an example of what soul food at a restaurant look like.
Collard greens, macaroni and cheese, shit like that. That's what's considered soul food. I don't go.
Why
out
not?
Because I was cooked on it, and if that shit ain't popping, I'm gonna have a whole fit that I came out here and wasting my $5 on some canned.
Where you going?
That shit is $20 a plate.
But I'm just saying, I'm gonna be mad that I wasted my money because 9 times 10 I don't had to pay the part to get it, and then second, I'm wasting my money, and you got these glory gas greens over here. Don't give me no glory greens.
Beauty Brains and Grind says her son and her husband all can cook full meals.
Yeah. And that's typically like that's the thing, man. That's what you want. It's certain things that I feel like our boys or our men should be exposed to before.
Well, we're gonna go and say women too, because my daughter's at school with a whole bunch of girls that don't know how to cook.
But it's a little bit different for girls. I want this for the boys mainly.
I understand.
And when it comes to gender roles and stuff like that, now I'm definitely not into gender roles, and a lot of women have missed the mark with cooking. A lot of women have missed the mark with teaching their daughters how to cook. A lot, and that's just what it is. Like my daughters can cook, but now she probably gonna have to marry a rich man.
Damn, don't do it like that.
She
that ain't her ministry. Cooking, she got it from her mom.
She got it from her mom.
And but the thing about it is, like, she one of them kind of people that's gonna keep her some money though. So she ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just in her. She gonna keep her a couple of dollars and give me a little dash.
Right.
She got that mama ministry.
Yeah, like she is, but my other girls can cook. My son can cook. Dun can grill.
Yeah.
Like straight up. They always say, my Dun man, throw some on the grill.
That's how
nightclub done.
Right. That's how Keontae was. He's talking about every time when he come home from school for the summer or the holiday, I said, go ahead and grill. He said, look, this is not what I come home to do. I don't want to be sitting outside smoking.
Smelling like smoke. Yeah. But they can. But I like the fact that they just know how to do this in case anything. Like for my son, I want my son to be able to provide. That means if you got to provide the family with food, and it's a scarcity on food, I need you to learn how to go out there and catch something. You understand what I'm saying? Like we in the city, so it's certain things that boys don't experience from the city that they would if they was in, down south or in the more rural areas or whatever. So yeah, it's certain things that I would want them to expose themselves to, man. And
let me get a couple comments. Beauty Brains and Grind says, I don't trust the restaurant food. Last time I tried to buy soul food plate out, they were serving canned goods.
Yeah,
that's what I just said. Glory greens.
The food is not made with love. I'm used to food being made with love.
Damn,
man.
the love. Get the shit out the fresh bunches of greens with the rubber band on it. Can we get them?
But that's what I'm saying. That's cooking. That's showing love, man. That's cooking with love. Because if your prep time didn't take you from the day before, you ain't really cooking with love like that. Like you cooking for survival. I need you to cook for love. My mama had to prep on a Saturday for Sunday dinner. We knew before we went out on the Saturday night, we knew the cabbage had to be cut or the collard greens had to be cut. We knew it was certain things that had to be cut clean and ready to be cook.
Yeah,
The prep time. That's kind of like why I'm not really cooking. Is not my ministry because I was always the prepper. I got to cut up the onions. I got to cut up the tomatoes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so everybody had a different role. So Eric knew how to cook already. So my mama could give him instructions and say, "Man, go in there and handle this for me." And woo. But she trusted me to make sure their prep time
was run on time.
Was on time. And I had to go. I was a store runner.
My mom used to cook Thanksgiving dinner the week before. She would start cutting that shit up, and I had to learn. Only thing I'm not a real good person at is the dressing. I got the concept.
I didn't really learn how to do dressing either.
Yeah, dressing, that ain't my ministry.
But for the most part, you know how to cook though.
I know how to cook it.
Man,
I teach
look
you how to
here.
make dressing.
I know.
Beauty Brains and Grind says a lot of females can't cook either, especially the younger generation, because they be so wrapped up into being pretty.
Right.
They just
miss
wanna
it.
go out and eat.
Yeah, they really miss the mark.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy because you still need to know what good food tastes like so you can be
That's
satisfied
why
when you
everybody
go out.
got a goddamn lamb chop, chicken and waffles, and the red velvet waffles, and that's why all the places.
I don't even see how y'all do any of that shit. Like what?
First of all, it ain't y'all, but it's a them.
No, I'm saying like
But
as far as like brunching and stuff like that. I done heard you say y'all be going brunching and
I'm
stuff.
finna say I done heard it too.
I go brunching, but I don't eat the food. I go for the drink. Y'all know I drink.
Yeah,
You don't eat the food?
I eat French fries.
What type of shit you on? You go to the house and you go to the house and cook French fries and have a drink.
I just go out for the
atmosphere.
The ambiance.
For the
just
ambiance.
I mean, I get it to a certain extent, but nah. They want $20 for one drink when you could just go and get you
a bottle for $15.
So
I'm
I go
like,
get
nah.
typically I go get the biggest shit they got.
Mm-hmm.
And so it can make sense. Like yesterday when I was out, I bought the $40. It was supposed to be shared for 4 people. They was like, "You gonna share it?" No, bitches. This is for me. They was like, "How you gonna drive home the same way I drove here?" This ain't.
How long did you sit there?
That's what I was about to ask.
We was only there for 2 hours.
Shit, $40 drink.
How big was the $40 drink?
It was a big bowl.
So your whole face is in there drinking that shit.
See, you should have did content. Cause what is we doing?
They's like, when they brought it out, they's like, "Are you really finna drink this?" I
would
am.
have said yes.
And then when they finished it, they said, "You really did drink it." And they was like, "Ain't nothing wrong with you." I'm fine. I'm a professional.
Yeah, like no.
Yeah.
So even then, I only ate potato tots and sweet potato French fries.
See now. See, if I'm getting the full experience.
But you know, I can't eat half of the food.
Sometimes I don't even
So
drink.
You know, I don't even eat half of the food. That's why I got to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now
You
I
don't
did
eat
like
meat.
the place that we went to, the HB Studio Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
I like them.
But see, I felt like I didn't because I ain't have shit to fucking eat. I had
What you mean?
I had salad, I had fruit, I had grits, and I had bacon. That's it.
You couldn't do an omelet?
When last time you seen me eat an egg, bro? You know I don't eat
We ain't
damn.
been nowhere. Then
You
they
know, I
had
ain't
the
never
waffle
ate-
station.
What waffle I'm finna eat?
What you mean?
I'm allergic to flour, remember?
Oh, so they had. So let me know what this reminded me. It was a place in Chicago where they had they had the waffle station, the almond station. They had that.
Yeah, they
we
had
went
that.
for dinner. We didn't go for breakfast.
Now, see, my friend, she originally went there for dinner.
Okay.
That's what she was telling me, and she was saying that the selection was a little bit different. But they had a lot of stuff that you could eat, though.
They did. Tell me.
Cause from what
They
I
had
saw,
fried chicken that's in flour. They had waffle that's in flour.
now you
They
know,
eggs I've never ate. You ain't never seen me eat an egg in your life.
and what else did they have? They had the hash
Macaroni?
browns.
They
The hash
had.
browns was
Oh, I
really
did
good.
eat the hash browns.
Did they have
And
fruit?
I ate the
They
fruit. No, I
had
said I
fruit.
had fruit.
They
They
had
had
a nice salad.
So
Mac-
that's why you just drink all the time, because you really can't eat nothing
Yeah.
else.
They had macaroni and cheese. I can't eat macaroni and cheese.
Well, you can't. What?
Macaroni is
what
made
that?
out of flour.
You know it's gluten in drinks, right?
No, not the ones I drink.
That's crazy. But man, I really enjoyed it. I said that I would actually go back to that spot. The food was good. The ambience was pretty straight. Like it was alright for me. I do want to tell y'all to be looking out mid-April. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk to and interview Jasper. I did not even realize. I guess because I feel like I know so much about him. Didn't even realize all this time I ain't never even interviewed my brother.
Now we didn't have him on the couch after a flight, and he didn't win to sleep on
Oh,
us.
he was dealing. He was through dealing. He still be like that.
Oh,
If he
okay.
fly over 2 hours, he be jet lagged. You be like that?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I was
But
like,
I'm good at. I take a Benadryl an hour before my flight, so by the time I get on there, I'll go to sleep.
You don't even want to see the shit coming.
No, I take off. I like to see us take off, and I like to see us land. So by the time we up in the air, I put my headphones in, and I'm out of there.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, man. It'll probably be within the next 2 weeks, mid-April, man. We're gonna sit down and have a conversation with old Jabbo and see what's been cooking and what he been doing and what he got planned. You know, all that old good stuff. And if you guys are looking for an interview, y'all holler at a player. Holler at a player. Yeah, who is that upstairs?
Shan.
Oh,
okay. Tell me something. So up next we do have Shannon Jackman. Before we get ready to leave, we greatly appreciate you guys for tapping in. And I just want to let you all know we have a show on our station every night of the week. On Sundays you have your choice of 3 shows. Actually, it's WestSide MisFits show. It is Shannon Jackman. She do the R&B. And we also have Kristen DeWan in the evenings on Sundays.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. So on Mondays we still have Dosed Up.
8 o'clock.
We have Dose and Mitch. They're both, doing their thing at 8 o'clock on Mondays.
Right
Oh yeah, if y'all want a show and y'all want to air on Tuesdays, y'all let us know because we got to open it for you. Now on Wednesdays we come back with the OGs, the Misfits of Comedy, and on Thursdays we do have Mr. Short Dollar or we have Changing Lives, whichever one he interchanges with. On Fridays we do have You Hayet. They're on Fridays now. And then on Saturdays, DJ Lab and I tend to try to do our own thing on Saturdays. And on Sundays, we're back at it again.
Wednesdays, the first and third Wednesdays, we have the Chosen Generation podcast.
Sure do. First and third Wednesdays, we do have the Chosen Generation. Man, I love her hair.
They come on after?
I love
after
her
comedy,
hair.
yeah.
Oh, I be sleep by then.
Dope.
Yeah.
I be sleep in the middle of most of these shows. I be trying. I just come on
she do,
and then
she do her thing though. I like her and her her co-host. Well, all right, y'all. It has been a plum pleasing pleasure.
Yes, our first day back in 30 days.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Y'all just give me the whole month of March off. Have a good one.
See how hard it is to keep these motherfuckers dedicated? All right. Peace out.
Peace.
March is just a long week, a long month.
Loud. Turn this one up, my boy. 3 o'clock. Yeah. This radio. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. MisFits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. From 3 to 5, they going live. MisFits Radio. Turn it up. That's my favorite show. From 3 to 5, they going live. MisFits Radio. Every Sunday, yeah, they certified. My favorite show. New guest this week, ain't no surprise what you been praying for. If you trying to take their top spots, you better pray some more. Slick got the camera rolling, lab on the ones and twos. It's a lot they going in the dirt and someone come for you. This my favorite podcast, you listen, it's your favorite too. Playing all the hits where they in trouble if they play with you. Artists sing your music in, come and get an interview. Tune in every Sunday cause you know that's what I'm about to do. 3 to 5, they going live, black owned and black operated. Indie hits the mainstream, if it's hot they gonna play it. I ain't even gotta say it, watch it back on Roku. Going live on IG or catch the show on YouTube. Tune in every Sunday and catch up on the latest news. And close your ears and close your eyes cause that's what all the haters do.